My lords, battle ensues on the banks of the River Cyril. This peaceful farming valley is about to be changed forever. Dushrat the Climber has raised quite a horde, a mighty force of mountain orcs and goblins alike. Dushrat the Climber was hoping to get across the river before the Gondorians arrived. However, Captain Kelethon has prepared his forces on the eastern bank. Both armies are deploying their forces, my lords. To win the day, they must control the bridge, cross the River Cyril, and defeat as many units as they can. For control of this river region will put either side in striking distance of the other's capital. Gondor has taken the initiative. Baranor, a hero of Gondor, orders those under his command on the Gondorian right flank. However, some of Kirion's men are spooked and cannot move. Those under Kelethon's direct command move without issue. Crick the Trickster, the goblin leader, is not heard under the great chittering of the mob. His orders have failed and they move at half distance. Things do not fare well for the goblin hero Slop. His commands are not followed either. Dushrat and his nameless Uruk-hai hero bully their ranks into submission, and their orders are followed without question.
Forward, you maggots. You heard him. Advance.
Gondor is also having some issues with command. Over the din of the orcs' racket as they charge forward, some orders are misheard. However, the line is mostly as one, yet progress towards the river is slow. Things are even more chaotic on the west bank of the river. Many orders have failed, and the line has become staggered, leaving the lightly armoured goblins, for the most part, at the front of the lines. The catapults need to move into range. On the west bank of the river, Baranor's right flank has sped ahead towards the river, a mere stone's throw from a fording point. The rest of the army's progress is far more steady. Progress is also being made on the orcish side towards the river on both flanks. The race to the river is in full sway. Who will make it over first? The gods are indeed amused, some more than others. Baranor's cavalry on the Gondorian right have made it across the River Cyril and meet with their first resistance. Kelethon has ordered the pikemen of Swanreach to hold the bridge, this being the most important choke point on the field of battle. They have arrived there far ahead of the orcish host. However, the goblins on the orcish right threaten to cross the river. The wolf riders fear the Swan Knights and pull back behind the farmstead. The trolls behind them do not hold the same fears. Uruk-hai lead the Uruk charge across the bridge towards the pikemen of Swanreach, taking control of it before the pikemen can. The Swanreach pikemen's legendary ability to hold the line will be put to the test this day. Dushrat attempts to move his catapults into range. The Swan Knights begin their charge upon the wolf riders. Before they can, they shoot a volley, scoring a hit. It is not enough to halt their charge. They are led by the Gondorian knights. The Gondorian heroes issue their orders. Some do not reach their units at all. Kelethon, however, takes command, moving the rest of the army into positions to control the river. On the Gondorian left, Swan Knights and Spearmen hold the river. Fountain Guard hold the centre, and the Ballista move up to take range, looking to slow the goblins' advance and take out large and high-value targets as they cross the river. The clansmen of Lamadon and the archers move up on the centre right. The archers then deciding to move into sightline of the bridge, hoping to hit the Uruks and the Uruk-hai as they advance. The pikemen prepare to hold the bridge. Gondorian spearmen move up on the right and cross the river to assist the cavalry charge. A deadly melee is in full sway. Sword, hoof, claw and fang, brutal clash of man and beast alike. The Swan Knights pull back, readied for a second charge. The Gondorian knights pursue the retreating wolf riders, killing some of their mounts and riders, but losing some of their own as well. The wolf riders are forced back and they lose the combat. The knights fall back as well. The Ologhai on the bridge charge the Swanreach pikemen. The cave trolls fall short of charging the Gondorian knights. The goblins surge forward, threatening the spearmen and swan knights. The orcs have begun to take control of the left flank on the west bank of the river. On the orcish right, the orcs surge into the river. If they are not careful, some may drown in the effort. The Gondorians prepare to charge them. The orcish centre moves up towards the river. The wolf riders charge once again at the Gondorian knights. The orcish catapult shoots the swan knights, causing 3 wounds and pushing them back. The other catapult is successful in shooting the Swanreach pikemen. The wolf riders have killed the Gondorian knights, their wolf mounts hungry for more. On the bridge, the Ologhai brutally push back the Swanreach pikemen. However, against all odds, they are able to kill one of the trolls. The battle could still go either way. As goblins amass on the right flank, the Swan Knights bravely charge the cave trolls, and the Gondorian spearmen engage the goblin horde. The Swan Knights on the Gondorian left flank charge the goblin horde as they cross the river, and the spearmen follow suit. The rest of the Gondorian army begins to move up. They must hold the centre and gain a foothold on the other side of the river, or there will be no stopping the orcish horde. The Gondorian archers and ballista let loose on the Uruks. Some are killed and the others pushed into the River Cyril itself, at the mercy of its currents. The spearmen on the right flank are beginning to win, pushing the goblins back. Seemingly they are no match for Gondorian might. However, the situation is not the same for the Swan Knights, who are pushed back and lose men to the beastly ferocity of the cave trolls. On the bridge, the pikemen are able to push the Ologhai back at great cost. Their armour and hides too thick to make a second kill. At the river, a horn is sounded, and a great charge, thunderous and mighty, is made by the Swan Knights and the Spearmen of Gondor. Many goblins are slaughtered. The waters of the River Cyril run red with their blood. This mighty charge is indeed in favour of Gondor, but is it enough? The cave trolls charge the Swan Knights, and the wolf riders pull back behind the farmstead. They are no match for the Swan Knights. The goblins line up to cross the river. They have no great love of the water, but they fear the whips of their masters more. The orc rabble on the centre right begin to move up. Much of Dushrat's army have fallen behind. He wishes to bring his centre forces closer to the bridge, to assist in the push across the river. The Swanreach pikemen have proved themselves more than he bargained for. He will no longer be underestimating them and puts the full force of his centre towards the bridge. He begins to threaten the right flank with his cave trolls. The Uruks now join to support the Ologhai on the bridge, seeking to put pressure on the pikemen. The Uruks that were pushed into the river managed to escape, finding themselves in an equally troubling position. The Uruks continue to pile onto the bridge. Can they brute force their way across? On the orcish right, the goblins charge the spearmen of Gondor. What they lack in skill, they make up for in murderous delight. Crick the trickster looks to get higher ground. Schlock joins the spearmen in combat, whilst Dushrat leads from the front. The catapults and wolf riders attempt to shoot, but all miss, including the catapult on the right flank. A melee is fought between the goblins and the Gondorian spearmen. Men and goblins are lost on both sides, but the goblins lose an entire unit. The goblins are pushed back, and the Gondorians decide to rejoin the line. The cave trolls on the Orcish left flank are on a rampage and wipe out a unit of Swan Knights. In a berserker rage, then charge upon the right flank of the Gondorian spears, almost wiping out the entire unit and then pushing them into the river. Their bloodlust not satisfied, they decide to charge once again, having them pinned in the river against a large rock. The Gondorian spearmen now engage the goblin horde. Although lesser in stature and skill, they act like a swarm, initially pushing back the Gondorians. However, the Gondorians eventually win the engagement. Now the goblins are pushed back. The Gondorians decide to fall back to assist the Swan Knights. Can Gondor gain control of this flank once more, or will it fall into chaos? On the bridge, the Swanreach pikemen have killed another troll and are beginning to push the entire column back. If Gondor can take control of the bridge, they may win the day. They decide to pursue them. Enraged, the Olog-hai takes many lives. The pikemen are pushed back, off the bridge. The Olog-hai pursues, followed by the Uruks, the bridge firmly back in Orcish control. The Swan Knights wheel around towards the cave troll. The Swan Knights and the Gondorian spearmen on the left flank form their line, looking to charge the goblins and the orcs. The axemen of Lossarnach charge the Uruks, their backs against the river. More pikemen form in the centre to hold the bridge. The Gondorian archers and ballistas take range. They must pick their targets carefully. The ballista is turned towards the goblins. The pikemen are now fully formed into an unbreakable line. The ballistas and archers loose their volleys across the river towards the goblins, the hail of arrows and bolts so deadly it kills the goblin hero and an entire unit of goblins. The left flank now left leaderless. The Gondorians now have a firm foothold on the west bank of the river. Captain Kelethon joins his men for the charge ahead. The cave trolls finish off the Gondorian spearmen and turn towards the Swan Knights. The pikemen at first are able to push back the column once more, gaining a foothold on the edge of the bridge. With all their effort, they push them back as far as they can go, killing the final Olog-hai at the cost of many men. They must take and hold the bridge, and they will do it at any cost. The Uruks on the bank of the river are pushed into it by the axemen of Lossarnach. The axemen are able to easily dispatch the Uruks by the river. And then they begin to push across towards the centre and Dushrat himself. A new combat begins behind the main column on the bridge. They are initially able to push them back. The axemen are mighty indeed, but can they withhold against such great numbers of Uruks? The melee is bloody and brutal. They lose more than half their number and are pushed back towards the bridge. The goblins seek to rob Gondor of their mighty charge. Foolhardy, maybe. Goblin-y, definitely. The catapult moves up into range. The goblins on the Orcish left begin to attempt fording the river. The Orc rabble in the centre move up to endanger the Gondorian spear's right flank. The cave trolls charge the Swan Knights, and the Wolf Riders charge the Gondorian spears. They are surrounded. The goblins, sensing an opportunity, join the fray. They are now entirely enveloped. The orcish catapult is able to push back a unit of pikes. And Dushrat himself joins the fighting on the bridge, embedding himself in a unit of Uruks. With his help, they begin to push the pikemen off the bridge once again. His skill in fearmongering and leadership is able to whip them into shape. The axemen of Lossark succumb to their wounds and are killed. The goblins on the Gondorian left are pushed back. They are then pursued by the Gondorian spearmen. The vicious goblins are able to kill some of their number. My lords, the Swan Knights on the right flank have been killed by the cave trolls, and the spearmen have fallen as well. On the Gondorian left, one more mighty charge by the Swan Knights and the Gondorian spearmen, joined by Captain Calathon himself. On the east bank of the river, the archers and ballistas take position to hold back the trolls and goblins on the other side. The pikemen once again take position to hold the line. The clansmen of Lamadon finally make it to the river to face the goblins head-on, charging into the river itself. They taunt the goblins across the river with their war cries. The archers and ballista are able to push back the goblins across the river. Over on Patreon, I've basically started a second channel, and it's kind of a BTS thing, but it's also basically a vlog. Sometimes I make things, I go through my collections. You also get access to an exclusive Discord. You can also get your name here on the credit roll. Thank you to these guys. And it also really, really helps the channel. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who does help. And maybe you'd like to go over there and check it out, because at the minute it's getting harder and harder to have a YouTube channel and to run it, and to, live a normal life. What is a normal life? Calathon's bold and mighty charge plows its way through the orc ranks. They attempt to hold, raising their ramshackle weapons in feeble defense. They are devastated by the charge, and many are trampled under hoof. They're pushed back. Calathon then orders his men to pursue. They once again charge into the fray. The ramshackle orcs are almost entirely devastated. Many units die. The might of Gondor proves itself once again. Baranor has joined the pikemen at the bridge to hold the Uruks and Dushrat himself. Instilling bravery in the men, they are able to push them back. They begin to make ground on the bridge. Such is the valour that he instills in their hearts. Their hands steady, their pikes aim true, their strikes deadly. They kill an entire unit of Uruks, and Baranor strikes down Dushrat himself, near fatally wounding him. He is dragged from the field. The bridge is theirs. Having lost a hero and Dushrat himself, the orcish hordes enter a full rout. Gondor begins to pursue them. They must be banished from this land. Let them scurry back to Eric, my lords. The lands around the River Cyril will be made safe. The White City will hear about Calathon's mighty charge and Baranor's bravery this day. The gods are amused and shake hands, of course. Dushrat must now retreat to Eric. Gondor is now in striking distance of their capital. Will they take this opportunity to end it once and for all?